Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the American Civil War. Last time we had quite a bit of a disaster down in Mississippi, where the army under Grant got wrecked by the defenders of Jackson, Mississippi, and we're gonna be forced to retreat. On the upside though, we managed to retake Kentucky and force the influence of the federal state, and now most likely we're going to get rid of Mosby and Robert E. Lee at the same time as we take Richmond, Virginia. Let's go ahead and attack. It's quite the battle, but we have regular troops while they have all militia. The accuracy isn't that much big of a difference in between their militia and our volunteers. But the morale of the enemy is quite crap, and we do have more artillery. Although they have Parrott rifled guns, so we'll see how this goes. Usually though, the artillery targets the enemy artillery as soon as they fire, and will most likely blow them to pieces. Hopefully they'll actually dug in their artillery, and we can easily swing around it. But we need to strike hard and fast. As it says there, strike him hard as you can and keep moving, because there's a risk of it crashing. So keep on going, boys. We gotta keep at the attack. But that always leaves a risk, of course, of a disaster. But I think our chances are pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got one real massive hill over here, which actually is in our deployment zone, and the enemy is down there. I think though the enemy would likely be in the town. I would move the artillery up there, but I think it's actually better if we got some shots off them as soon as possible. So instead we're gonna have them here and here, and we're gonna place the sharpshooters in front, hiding here, one hiding behind the logs, and one being over there. And then we'll have the two broken up cavalry units behind there. And then I think most of our attack will come in actually from the flank. We'll have these coming in. Actually, I'm putting all the elite units over there, but we'll have quite a few coming in from the flank up here. Boom, and the general hiding him somewhere over there. There's a risk of him dying. Boom, let's start this. I want to see those the enemy artillery. Most likely the shots are gonna land over here. Almost looks as though the Confederates are actually advancing on us. But I think it's just them forming line, maybe? Or are they? They're actually pushing a hell of a lot of troops. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. No, they're just forming line against these guys. Okay, we're losing quite a few men here. The smaller units will be reserves up on the hill to make sure if the line here falters, will still hold the hill, and then the others will be the ones to move forward. Now, since the Confederates are moving quite close to our cannons here, a bit too close for my liking, we'll do a similar thing here. We'll take the 3 most damaged units, move them over there to act as what's it called? Well, they will hold the place at least, and then these guys will move up. Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? We've bombarded their artillery quite a bit, but haven't actually stopped them yet. Okay, the enemy is actually pushing hard towards pushing the attack. Didn't I put a... Oh, I put them over here. I accidentally put them over there. I thought I'd put these guys over there. We need to get these guys up as quickly as possible in behind these logs. Protect ourselves. I'm not entirely sure, but... Ooh, these guys coming too close. Switch to canister, you guys will have to fall back a bit. Form line. I hope I can fire above these guys, otherwise this unit's screwed. Okay, the enemy coming a bit too close over here. Come on, start firing your canister. Start shooting back at them. We do have a good position hiding behind the fence. And some of the units are already faltering. These two needs to flank up, come up behind the stone wall there. The brave Confederates charge, but I'm not entirely sure where exactly they're going. Charging over here as well. We need to get these guys on the move. These two. And we did have one of the sharpshooter units back there, so we put that one forward. I say they're sharpshooters, I'm not entirely sure if they are, but wearing green. I imagine sharpshooters wore green. It looks like sharpshooter on the picture as well. Will you look at that? The Confederate general has come to say hello. Oh, it's Robert E. Lee. Oh, and he got shot. Ooh, the Confederates are standing just in front. Come on, fire the canister. Here we go. Damn. There's nothing left of them. And now they're running. Right, switch to round shot. Hold your fire, fire again. And you will switch to round shot as well. I'm not entirely sure why the Confederates attacked us, since they were quite heavily outnumbered. But so they did. And how they fell as they did. This one is running. And we have a single unit here that's going to take all of the enemy, all of our fire, enemy fire, I was about to say. We need to push to dislodge the 2 units over there. So we'll move 2 units quickly. And we gotta keep on the move. We do have the advantage right now. Yeah, I should have moved this one earlier. Let's move them across so. See if we can't dislodge these guys as well. What are the targeted bloody cannons again? I'll give you the targets and you'll fire at them. Keep up the move, soldiers! We've lost quite a few men here. I thought the stone wall would protect them more than that. But once we actually start firing from this location right here, I think the enemy will start to run. They are coming again though, quite a few of them. Start! Return fire, damn you! Come on, Irish Brigade! This one won't stand for much longer, but given the artillery barrage that we're putting down here, I think the Confederates are not going to stand for much longer. This unit has routed, which means we can push up these guys. Do we have a fight here? Yes, we do. And they are firing these guys. Get up behind the wall. And then the rest will march as so. We have one unit of Confederates left. 95 men. They are under barrage. I think we're aiming for this one. I'm surprised they're holding as well as they do. I think if we're gonna advance there, we'll have to redirect the artillery barrage. The enemy cannons are done for. We'll target this one, because that one's quite entrenched. .68. And they're gone. Let's have the Irish push up to the wall and fire at the enemy as they retreat to town. The other one over there. And then these two units to march up to that fence line over there. These can form along here. The state militia is not holding well. We're putting them under artillery barrage. They'll probably give up pretty soon. And we can start marching into Richmond. Keep up the fire, boys! A few good hits by the artillery, and they're gone. Thing is, we don't reach this one, which is a problem. Closest we'll get is firing over there. Hopefully we'll have some shots flying over. These units will move up, take up position behind the stone wall, and start the assault on this unit, while these two will move up here and prepare the attack. Oh, look at that, they're back. See if we can get some shots off before we get a bit too close. Ooh, I could see quite a few falling in the forest there. Okay, they're too close. Hold your fire. Are they firing? They're firing on the stupid cannons. Oh, there's still men actually holding the cannons. Yeah, that unit in the center is not doing too hot, is it? Form along the wall. Ah, crap, they retreated. You form along the wall then. And then you take up that position. These guys can continue, but now we really have to push these guys in. We do have these two units moving up. This one can come through here. This one needs to get rid of the cannons before advancing. And both our cannons needs to hold fire. We're really close on the enemy now. Rallying. Come back. We're gonna get some nice shots into the flank here. Hurry! I was hoping they'd do a volley. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this unit is back, but it's not going anywhere, so you'll push up to the wall again. Have we dealt with the cannons? There's no one there anymore, and there's one guy left. A unit is turning. Wonder if they come in range of these guys. They did, and they're taking some damage. You will move up across here, shoot the enemy in the back. You will hold. But these two, this one will make sure that that one runs away. I do believe we have sent them off now. There we go. That should be the last unit. Boom. Victory. And Richmond is ours. I should have... now I feel stupid. I should have played the battle down in Mississippi. Because I most likely would have won that. And that would have saved me so much trouble. Richmond, Virginia is ours. Meaning we can resupply, even though I don't have any money for it. Confederates caught back there. Silly of them. Let's see if these militia units are strong enough. Victory.
Make ready immediately.
And yes. Boom, let's go ahead and end turn. We're having a lot of problems around there, Mississippi, because there's a lot more enemies moving around. I don't like to auto-resolve. It goes to crap, so we'll let them run. More and more of Canada is falling to the Indians. Southern blockade. More troops being recruited in Pennsylvania. Richmond, Virginia is ours. And now we can properly resupply that force.
Sir.
Did we have a unit? Yeah, we are recruiting the Pennsylvanians in Pennsylvania, which is good. Can we move them up down here, and hopefully put some pressure on the Confederates by putting some real men behind our guns. Gonna see about going there and then retreating back, or if we should have you march out and actually meet the force that's coming. We need a lot more men out here. Some more Sawavs. And a cavalry force continues its march on New Mexico. And soon New Mexico will fall to the federal government as well. We have a unit of stragglers, but nothing to be worried about. I wonder where the Confederates have their real large force, because we haven't really seen anything big. I also want Maryland. What's so special about Maryland? Someone has to tell me. What's in Maryland? It's a super weapon. Oh. They're rioting in Richmond, Virginia. We've got the possibility of rebellion here. So we'll exempt the region from tax from now. To keep them steady. Did we lose some men during that? We might have. Who's this? Controller of Works. Someone in our government. Let's see. The Bucktails, cannons, and these men are ready. What we'll do is we'll actually replace one unit with the 20th Maine, because the 20th Maine obviously has to go down to Chamberlain down here. I could build a military government camp, but I'm afraid these guys are not too happy with me, so we'll keep it as it is.
Sir.
Let's resupply the force.
And forward.
A lot more of these regulars.
March.
And now we got a big proper army. We need actually more cavalry in this one. So what I'll do is I'll put... Maybe I can put some of the veterans together. Yeah, that leaves an opening for a cavalry unit. Another dragoon. Which one is... Yeah, the dragoons are better, so we'll have a dragoon. And go ahead and resupply the units that need to be resupplied. And the cavalry will now strike.
They are trapped.
New Mexico, surrender!
Siege is lifted.
And New Mexico surrenders. There is no forces of the real forces of the Confederates down here at all. And so New Mexico is fallen. We can push on. We can take Nashville, probably the Midland, West Texas, and then we can take Lower Texas. And yeah, we're starting to corner the Confederacy. They're losing more and more land. Let's go ahead and end turn. Besides my mistakes to control of Missouri. Union forces begin a campaign to control the state of Missouri, and a federal cavalry force of some 600 horsemen is sent into the state to locate the whereabouts of the rumored Confederate army operating there. Oakley dokley. Oh, a town. Oh crap, I saw it. I didn't see where, but there was a town that cropped up.
Onward. At the ready.
And soon this army will be ready to march again. And this time we won't fail. At the same time, I think, yep, the 20th Maine is ready. And at this point in time, it's even battle tested.
Forward. Waiting further orders. Ready for
And now this force will...
march.
Oh, that's the... Ah, there's actually a railroad line going through there, so... It's probably the best route. Yes, the cavalry. Question though... It's probably best if they actually stay in the territory for now. Until the resistance have subsided and we can actually properly move out without the risk of losing it to rebels once we leave. At the same time, I'm a bit worried maybe the Canadian Indians will actually cross, so we'll just have some... Oh, I don't actually even have railroads up here. If we're going to attack the Indians, this is an ample opportunity to expand America. We're gonna need railroads up there. We need to expand the military facilities. Here we're fully upgraded. We just need a presidential palace. And I think that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.